Hey guys, the reason why people don't get their relationships to work is because they're not working on the hard conversations. Now these are the conversations, the elephants in the room, that people don't want to talk about because they might be a little bit too hard and there's a fear of maybe losing your partner. So I think one of the biggest fears that a lot of people have in relationships when they're in one is they don't want to be alone. And the biggest fear when you're single is you don't want to be alone. Same thing. And it's not alone, it's loneliness. So people will drop their boundaries, they'll do anything to have a partner, and then they'll do everything to try and sort their partner out. So this is what I found from the 24 years of working with people in relationships as a mentor or therapist, but I used to do this well before that. Everyone would come and see me with their relationship issues ever since I was about 14 or 15. Now the issue is that I've seen is people trying to fix their partner's issues instead of working on themselves. So if you want to sort your relationship issues out, whether they're in business, whether they're in personal, whether they're in friends, whether they're in family relationships, you have to actually work on yourself and find out what you're doing and change it. And then if you do change it, then the foundation of the relationship starts to change. If you're projecting and wanting your partner to change without doing the work yourself, then it's silly. So a number of times that I've worked with people and all they do is talk about their partner in a session. They don't actually talk about what they need to do to change themselves. They just talk about their partner. That's not going to work. They always have to revert it back to themselves so they can actually work on themselves to figure out what they need to do to change themselves. Now that's what personal growth is all about, and personal development is actually personal. It's not about projection. So quite often I'm having conversations with people about their projections. So what you've got to learn to do is ask yourself this one simple question: what am I doing to create this environment so then I can change it? But if you're constantly looking at what another person is not doing, then there's going to be a problem. And a lot of people will stick in relationships because they're frightened of it disappearing. So they leave these elephants in the room until they're far too late. You need to pop the elephants as soon as you see them and start having those hard conversations so you can get through them. And that's what a conscious relationship is all about. So if you want to sort relationships out, the first thing is not sex, it's not someone better, it's your conversation with yourself first. How are you having those conversations to improve yourself every day? So then you can actually look at your relationship and work on that. And relationships in business, whatever it is, if you're a boss, whatever it is that you're doing that you might be frustrated with right now. So all comes down to you guys. Sorry. And one person said this to me years ago. She knew my answer because she knows what I'm like. She was told by a counsellor that a relationship is 50-50 responsibility. And I don't agree with that. I believe the relationship that you create in your world is 100% your responsibility, and what comes around you is your choice. And once you understand that, you are the creator of your own destiny. And then everything that I do when I think about my relationships with people, I think, okay, what did I do to create this? What patterns were playing? What was going on? So then I can figure out a way to make it different. It's far more empowering because then you become 100% responsible for the lay of the land around your world. And this is when the whole tide starts to change. So hopefully this helps. You have a bit of a good think about what's okay for you in your life, what you need to do to change you so you can change the environment around you. Have a good day.